versus kwarta. Pagpili asa ka, kung dito ka sa gugma, basig mapasuka. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a lyric from a song that reminds us that love is the foundation of relationship. But money is the one who sustains the relationship. Now, I want you all to take ponder on that statement, whether you're in your married life or a teenager like me, on how you should project love and marriages in real life. You know that life is not a fairy tale. Perhaps at the beginning of the union, it is always emphasized as the pillar. But you need money to get married and to have a wonderful ceremony. So what is more important? Is it love or money? Well, I believe in my case that love is never enough for any relationship or marriage to preserve. It can only lead to such problems. Lack of finances may not stand the test of time. Bahalag saging basta labing, bahalag ginamos basta permigakos. And that is a famous Filipino saying based on their own perception of love and marriages. And I have to disagree with that statement because according to a survey, an estimated 698 million people, or 9% of the global population, are living in extreme poverty. That is living on less than 100 pesos a day. And you know that if you have no budget for the family, how will you feed them? Your spouse and children will suffer in poverty that will greatly affect their lives and education. You can't give them proper quality upbringing if the couple lack financially and even not considering it before marriage. Here's a fact that if you don't pay proper attention to the way your money functions in your relationship, it can be destructive because you use money every day. It impacts everything from where you live to what you have for breakfast. Of course, it's going to affect the people who are sharing their lives together. So, here's a tip that to whatever degree, have an open dialogue about your finances and make sure you're cleared enough financial discussions that will cause unnecessary friction. And also don't get too sentimental, always be practical. Based on a survey conducted by Policy Genius in 2019, it concludes that people are 10 times more likely to break up if they think their partners is bad with their finances. In my own perspective, money in relationship is not always evil. Besides, it is the love catalyst. In any other relationships, you must distinguish what are your liabilities and your assets in order for you both to grow financially. Also, find someone who is willing to be financially literate and who works wise to climb the financial ladder and eventually commits to provide for the family as a part of their lifelong commitment. Moreover, one factor that can help is financial stability. It plays an important role, especially in married life, because responsible men are those with financial capabilities because they can offer comfort for his wife and children. They have enough money to be able to meet the needs of their family, and it is thus apparent that only financially stable married couples with good budgeting habits can avoid strained relationship and financial stress to have a happy marriage. Financial hardship and instability can foster conflict, and it will seriously impact your relationship within the marriage. So those that I have mentioned earlier are just the different roles and significance of utilizing money and finances to any relationship or marriage. Nevertheless, it seems to me that everyone has a right to love. Yes, of course, but not everyone has the capability to do so. I am not saying that you should marry rich or poor, but be certain that before stepping into a relationship or marriage, you will be financially stable on both sides. You must be independent and responsible for your own actions and decisions. While loving each other, teach each other also to grow resources and finances and be practical on your approach in this area of life.